Oh, all right. Okay.
Do you like the book at all? I'll just use that.
Thank you. Okay, it's good to be here again. It's been a while. Last time I came here, we were rained out. So, no rain this time. Thank you. Be mighty, Jai. So, Jaya Radha Madhura Kunda Bihari Jaya Radha Madhura Kunda Jai Om Vishnu Pad Paramahansa Paravakarya Osutara Satashi Shimad His Divine Grace Abhaya Taranana Bhaktapadana Goswami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai ISKCON Founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Anandakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Shri Thakur Ki Jai Say Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Dvaita Gadadha Shivasati Oh Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Shri Radhakrishna Gopi Gopinath Shaima Kunda Radhakunda Giri Govardhana Ki Jai Vrindavan Ki Jai Mathuradam Ki Jai Jagadava Swami Ki Jai Yavanamai Ki Jai Shani Vasudevi Ki Jai Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Gold Premananda. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Odhan Pachani Nivasesha Shunyabadi Prasyatya Dejit. So today we are reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 25th chapter, text 28, teachings of Lord Kapila Dev. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Kachit, where did I go first now? Kachit, Twai, Uchita, Bhakti, Kidrishi, Mama, Uchita, Ya, Padam, Te, Nirvanam, Anjasan, Vasnava, Devotiruvacha Kachetvaya Uchita Bhakti Kidrushi Mama Gochara Yapadam Te Nirvana Anjasan Vasnava Devotiruvacha Kachitvaya Uchita Bhakti Kidrushi Mama Gochara Yapadam Te Nirvana Anjasan Vasnava Devotiruvacha Kachitvaya Uchita Bhakti Kidrushi Mama Gochara Yapadam Te Nirvana Anjasan Vasnava.
Devotiruvacha Chitvaya Uchita Bhakti Kidrishi Mama Gochara Yapadam Nitinimanam Anjasan Anjasan Vaishnava Devavati Vacha Kachitva Uchita Bhakti Rishi Mama Gochara Yapadante Nirvanam Anjasan Vaishnava
Devoti Uvacha Chitvai Uchita Bhakti Idrisi Mama Gochara Yapadante Nirvanam Anyasna Vaishnavaham
Devoti Vacha Kachitva Uchita Bhakti Idrisi Mama Gochara Yapadante Nirvanam
Anjasa Vaishnava. Ladies.
Devoti Vacha
Kachitra Uchita Bhakti
Kachitva Uchita Bhakti
Idrishi Mama Gochara
Idrisi Mama Gochara
Jaya Padanta Nirvanam Anjasam Vaishnava Aham Devoti Uvacha Kachitra Uchita Bhakti
Kachitva Uchita Bhakti
Idrishi Mama Gochara
Idrisi Mama Gochara
Jaya Padanta
Nirvanam
Anjasam Vaishnava Aham
Anjasan Vaishnava
Devavati Vacha
Devoti Vacha
Kachitva Uchita Bhakti
Kachitva Uchita Bhakti
Shri Mama Gochara
Idrisi Mama Gochara
Jaya Padante Nirvana
Yapadante Nirvanam
Anjasan Vaishnava Aham
Anjasan Vaishnava
All right. Devahuti Uvacha. Devahuti said. Kachet. What? Twai. Unto you. Uchita. Proper. Bhakti. Devotional service. Idrishi. What kinds? Mama. By me. Gochara. Fit to be practiced. Yaya. By which? Padam. Feet. Te. Your. Nirvanam. Liberation. Anjasa. Immediately. Anvashnavai. Shall attain. Aham. I. Translation. On hearing this statement of the Lord, Devahuti inquired, what kind of devotional service is worth developing and practicing to help me easily and immediately attain the service of your lotus feet? You can repeat. On hearing this statement of the Lord, Devahuti inquired, what kind of devotional service
Chanting, and they may, how can we inspire someone?
Well,
At that?
my experience is, if someone has a service they really like, they develop the attachment for hearing and chanting, or it increases. That's been my experience. That it's not a problem if you really are looking forward to your service every day. Service or your occupation or whatever. You're absorbed in it, then you're happy. You're hearing and chanting becomes very easy. That's what it is. I mean, not only personal experience, and experience in engaging others.
That would kind of go into a different question.
If one is happy,
Yeah.
Prabhupada said the business of the leaders in the Krishna conscious movement is make sure that everyone is, what's the word? Prabhupada said, not just happy, there was another word Prabhupada said in this particular letter. He said, jolly. Everyone is jolly and number two, getting much prashad. So if that happens, hearing and chanting is meant for everybody, everyone. Sounds like they're having a good time. Is that prashadam time?
One more before breakfast.
Okay.
We'll just talk it.
Okay.
I've travelled a bit around the world and gone to different temples, and you see many devotees around the world. They may be doing some service or stuck in a service which the temple may need.
Yeah.
And they feel a bit stuck, and they may not be doing what they really want to do.
That's right.
Is there anything they can do on the side of how they can kind of build that?
That's an interesting point. Sometimes there's this, well, the leaders may say you have to surrender and do what you're told. Emergency service is one thing, like temporary service is one thing, but long term, we should not be engaging devotees in doing something that's different than their psychophysical nature. The whole purpose of service, the whole purpose of temples is to engage people, is to bring people to Krishna consciousness. Not to turn people away, but to the leaders be mostly interested in the devotees. The whole of the projects is more devotees, happier devotees. Does that make sense? Not buildings. So the devotees are continually being engaged in something that is difficult for them, discouraging for them, counterproductive to their Krishna consciousness, then something has to change. Something has to do. Emergency situation, we can do anything, almost anything. That's emergency. But on a normal basis, that's one of the lessons in the Bhagavad Gita. One should engage according to their psychophysical nature. Krishna says that in the Bhagavad Gita many times. When your duty is kshatriya, you should engage accordingly. Not to follow that. If you do it better, you should follow. Okay. Yes, another question.
Hi, Krishna Maharaj, thank you for the class. I was just wondering, in this day and age, like you said, maybe some people don't fit into the line. Is it that we are trying to fit everyone into a particular line?
No, not really. The Prabhupada said we are a mixed caste of unknown origin. So it means finding a particular service according to our nature. We don't want to start labeling people. This is another conclusion we reached at the GBC meeting, at least my group reached. If we start labeling people, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudras, we're going to create a division in society. And hopefully that will result in something that's similar to the caste system in India. So we want to understand, according to their nature, everyone has a particular nature. What can they be engaged in all day long and be happy? Doesn't like service. My service, of course, is like others. Reading Shastra, preaching, and also helping this movement on the GBC. I'm so happy doing that. I'm completely about it day and night. So this is engaging properly. And the spiritual master's business is to make sure that happens with the disciple. Give feedback so that he can advise you properly in Krishna consciousness. But there's many nice services, even brahminical services stuff. is brahminical services that I couldn't do all day long because it's not my nature. You know, if you ask me to do deity worship all day long, and you know, that's brahminical, and I'm mainly brahminical, I couldn't do it because my mind's too active. Actually, the one time I was engaged in doing deity service, the majority kicked me off the altar because my dressing of the deities was too wild. There's pictures of it, and everybody said, "Oh my God, what did you do?" You know, so it's interesting. And I installed the deities in the pujari, the head pujari lady. She said, "You can't dress the deities anymore. You make a mess." So you know, so that even though it's brahminical, and I may do it, so it's not simply varnashram. It's not simply that. That's a very simplistic thing to say someone's a Brahmin. But to understand how and what they can do for all day long and be happy and be absorbed. Yeah, I'm not advocating, nor do I wish that is instituted in the Krishna consciousness will be any sort of ritualistic version of varnashram. People are not going to want to join. You have to have, first of all, you have to apply the engagement of devotees according to the country too, the country and the culture. Yes, sir. Does that make sense? Okay. Any other quick questions? Any of the ladies have questions? No? Oh, yes, sir.
Thank you, Maharaj. Just quickly, it seems in terms of ashram, if you look at the history of this movement, we've sort of covered half of it, you could say, because the ashrams we sort of do.
Yeah.
Right? So it seems the focus is more on varnas.
Right.
And that's really, I'm just telling you my little mindset.
Yeah.
It seems like the varna is more important really for grihastas. They're the ones that engage in activity, you know, less applicable to brahmacharya, ashram,
Right.
sannyas. And I guess the most important aspect is the head, the brahminical guidance,
Right.
and it seems that Srila Prabhupada sort of covered that in the form of book distribution, because he's put a brahminical, you know, guidance at everyone's home in the form of his books.
Right.
So what else are we supposed to do with this ashram? Then what's really going on?
That's a whole discussion, but of course you mentioned that, first of all, that the Varna aspect is mainly for grahastas. I don't know if I can agree with that completely, because I see, you know, many brahmacharis, many vanaprasthas, and even sannyasis who have different natures. I mean, I know sannyasis who love to manage. So, of course, they usually shouldn't be engaged in business. I remember one sannyasi, who's no longer a sannyasi, who would travel to different temples selling things. Business. So, usually that's not so good for a sannyasi. So before taking sannyas, of course, you should understand sannyas or vanaprastha or whatever. One should understand one's varna, and there's certain varnas that are not appropriate. But there are sannyasis who like to manage, and there are sannyasis who are more brahminical. And there are sannyasis. And things that were mixed bags or mixed castes. I mean, for example, I like to do brahminical things, but I also like to play a guitar. So that's sort of mixed. So I think even for those in the renounced order of life, you should understand, or they should understand, their physical nature and engage themselves accordingly, within reason. So what's the other part of your question? How applicable is varnashram? In a ritualistic sense, no. In a practical sense, understanding how to engage everybody, yes. But not strict varnashram. So, any other questions or comments? because that's it. Yes.
One final question, Mark. You were saying the disciple. The disciple has to be honest with the spiritual master to
Yeah.
give honest feedback.
Yes, yes.
And in terms of their sort of natural desires or inclinations. But I was thinking, like, also there's that instruction from Krishna that sometimes the activities of devotional life feel a bit like poison in the beginning.
Yes.
So sometimes we just have to sort of tough it out a bit, isn't it? And just
Well,
stick with it.
I think one has to stick with the hearing and chanting and the four regular principles. Yes. Regardless of whether whether they actually feel like poison in the beginning. But as far as the practical engagement, I have practically seen in guiding devotees that if they're forced to do something not according to their nature, I mean, that's the lesson in Bhagavad Gita with our, then ultimately they may leave, go away, be dissatisfied. And so what you're saying is true in the aspect of hearing, chanting, regulated principles, offering your food to Krishna. That's applicable to everyone. But I don't think, you force yourself to. I mean, I know personally, if I force myself to do service that's not according to my nature and it's not an emergency, watch out. It's not gonna, I'm not gonna be happy. Okay? So time to end?
Yeah. Just quickly, I don't want to make you repeat yourself, but
Yeah.
it's like my simple understanding of Varnashram, I guess, was that, like you were saying, it's not the ritualistic.
Right.
That person's a sudra. Because also, I guess there's a degradation to them, isn't it?
Denigration.
Yeah.
Denigration.
Like my understanding that Prabhupada wanted us to be brahminical people, right? So I guess we can't allocate people that one is a sudra
Right.
like this, but you're saying that it's more that services and activities are allocated into brahminical and kshatriya.
Yeah, I mean, one has to be aware of the Varnashram system, but not label people. There's a difference. For example, if I see someone is really good in music, then and they can do that 24 hours a day, then let them do kirtan all day long. So that's practical engagement. Kirtan. I mean, they may be inclined. I'm not saying they're Shudras. They may be inclined towards playing musical instruments. But why not engage them in kirtan? And someone's engaged in, business, attracting business. Engage them in making money. Why not? We need money in the Krishna consciousness movement. And so we have to engage people properly according to their nature. But be aware of the Varnashram system that is based on the three modes of nature. And understand that gives one guidance in how the people engage with. But that pigeonholing or labeling